Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla and today I'm giving you an honest review on Mint Mobile. I have been using Mint Mobile for 1 year now, and so I think it's time to make a dedicated review video for them. I even have my mint colored shirt on. I know it's not matching with their logo, but you know, you get the idea. Before I get into my review and all the details, I do want to give a quick thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video. You probably already have heard of Mint Mobile, not only from my channel, but from many others. They offer premium wireless for as low as $15 per month, and you don't have to sacrifice data, speed, or coverage. And right now, they still have their promo going where you can get 50% off, and this is going to be ending soon. So if you're curious about Mint Mobile or you've been thinking about it, you want to try it out, now is the time to check it out. I am going to go into further detail on each of these points that I'm about to go through, but they're built on the nation's largest 5G network. And they're able to keep costs low because they sell directly to you. They cut out the stores, they cut out the salespeople, so that allows us to save money. And then all Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. They also offer family plans if you are in need of that. You can go to mintmobile.com/debtoverit, enter in your information, see if your phone is eSIM compatible. If it is not, they will send you a SIM card, and that is completely free. You'll get it within a couple of days. And either way, you can set everything up from the comfort of your home, and it just takes a few minutes of your time. But as I've said a couple of times already, now through the end of October 2023, you can get their unlimited plan for 50% off. So instead of paying $30 per month, it will be $15 per month. This is the lowest. This is like the best deal I've ever seen them offer. So if you're interested, visit the link in my description box or go to mintmobile.com/debtoverit. Back in October 2022, I was emailed by Ryan Reynolds himself. I'm just kidding. How crazy would that be if Ryan Reynolds reached out to me? But no, that's not the case by any means. Ryan Reynolds is one of the owners. He's like half owner of Mint Mobile. I'm not entirely sure why he chose to be a partial owner of Mint Mobile. But at this point, I'm sure everybody has seen the ads of Ryan Reynolds for Mint Mobile. But no, he did not reach out to me, but I was reached out to by Mint Mobile, or the company that works with them and reaches out to content creators basically. And at the time, they offered me a partnership as well as a 3-month trial of Mint Mobile for free. At the time, I was actually on a family plan, so it was me, my sister, my dad, and my stepmom. And so I was like, okay, sure, I will do this 3-month trial, because if I'm going to recommend something, I at least need to try it for some time, of course. And honestly, I was thinking after that 3-month free trial ended, I would go back to the family plan, because I didn't want to mess up the family plan that we had, because by having 4 of us on that plan, we got a lower rate. So if I left the plan, then it would be more expensive for the 3 of them. When signing up for Mint Mobile, you can either opt for an eSIM card, like a digital SIM card, if your phone is compatible with that. But when I was signing up, my phone, I had an older phone at the time, and I actually had to have the SIM card shipped to me. It took, I don't know, maybe like 2 days to get to me. I didn't have to pay for it, and then I was able to still set it up on my own. It was really easy to set up. I put the SIM card into my phone, and then within 15 minutes or so, it was up and running. I had to set some things up. I did use and still use the same phone number that I've had all my life, actually, and it was the phone number that I had with my previous provider. Now, something that I didn't know or I didn't pay attention to when working with Mint Mobile was that in order for me to have the 3-month trial, but then if I didn't like it, I could go back to the plan I was on before, I had to get a new phone number. I didn't pay attention to that. I was like, no, we're just going to use my phone number. I'm not comfortable changing my phone number. But because I decided to do my phone number, my personal phone number, that was now tied to Mint Mobile and no longer with the previous company. So that meant I lost access to that company completely. I couldn't log in anymore. I was no longer a customer to that company. It was Mint Mobile now. So basically I messed up the family plan. We had the 4-person family plan, and then it went down to 3, and they had to start paying more. But I was like, okay, whoops, sorry. They'll be all right. I'll give this, I'll give this a shot for 3 months. If I don't like it, then maybe we can go back to that or switch to somebody else. But then 3 months later, when my free trial was about to expire, I was like, why would I go back? Why would I pay more for my phone plan when I'm literally getting like the same exact service as I had before, but paying less? So I went ahead and paid for a full year with Mint Mobile. I will say that all of their plans are prepaid. Some people may not like that. You can either pay for 3 months of service, 6 months of service, or 12 months of service. You're going to get the best deal if you do 12 months. So I did decide to go with the unlimited plan, and that's really because I just don't like to think about my data usage or anything with my phone. Like, I just don't want to have to worry about it. For a full year, I paid $389. So the plan is $30 per month if you pay for 12 months. And then the $29 extra that I paid is like taxes and fees. To me, that is well worth it. It literally comes out to $32 per month. That is less than what I was paying before. I really like paying for the full year because then I don't have to have it as a line item in my budget every single month. That's something that I do for many things I pay for. My car insurance, I always pay the 6-month premium. You also get a better deal with that. That is something I definitely prefer to do. You do have the option to pay for 6 months or just 3 months, as I mentioned before, but keep in mind that the cost is a little bit more. Now, a few months into the year, I realized that I probably don't need the unlimited plan. I don't use social media on my phone. I deleted all of the apps from my phone. I deleted them back in January. Social media is just not something I really enjoy. I don't even have YouTube on my phone, y'all. So overall, I barely use data, especially from social media. I feel like most people are using their phone for like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, those sorts of things. I primarily use my phone for email. I do have YouTube Studio, so I can respond to comments and such. All of my bank accounts. I check my Google News app sometimes, and then like text messaging. So I decided to reach out to Mint Mobile to see if I could go to a lower plan, to a cheaper option. I think I just used their chat option, like you can just chat with customer support, and I asked them if I could switch to a lower plan because I realized I don't need to use the unlimited plan, and I was not able to. So that's definitely something to consider. I was hoping that I would be able to switch to their like 20 gig plan or 15 gig plan, and then I would be paying like less than $300 for the full year. Basically, I guess I was just hoping for like a reimbursement, and then I would be on this lower plan. But yeah, they're unable to do that because you did prepay. So if you're not 100% set on using Mint Mobile, I definitely recommend signing up now and trying it out because you can get the 50% deal for 3 months and then see what you want to do then. Maybe you'll also realize that you don't need to have the unlimited plan and you could do a lower option because you don't use your data too frequently either. One thing I ended up really liking about the unlimited plan is the 10 gigabytes of Hotspot. There was one day where I had multiple appointments, like doctor's appointments, and I still needed to do some work items, like on my work laptop. And I literally was doing work from my car using Mint Mobile's Hotspot, and it worked great. Like I had multiple tabs open, I had Slack open, I was building flows in Salesforce, and if you know about that, then you know you need an internet connection. Also, there was one time that I was working from Florida. So we were in an Airbnb in Florida, and for whatever reason, it took me like a day and a half to get the Wi-Fi password. So the whole time that I was working, I work remotely, but I had my hotspot on. And I literally, the whole entire 8 hours of me working, I was on my hotspot and fine. And again, I had multiple tabs open. I literally was having Zoom calls and the connection was fine. So yeah, I quickly realized that that was something that was really important to me. Same thing with like going to cafes or even like the library or something. I prefer to use my hotspot over public Wi-Fi just because that's how you like get your computer hacked. You can use a VPN and other things, but oftentimes you have to pay for those, and it's like I already have my hotspot and that works just as well. I know one of the most important things when it comes to phone service is the service itself. Like, how is the network? What are the phone calls like? Can I get on the internet when I'm just out and about? So Mint Mobile uses T-Mobile's network. So if you're worried at all about service outages, if you're in a specific area, definitely check the areas that T-Mobile covers. Now, speaking from my own experience, I live in Georgia, and I used to live much closer to the city. I was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes out from Atlanta, and my service was fine and had no problems whatsoever. If I remember correctly, there would be occasional outages. Like, if you're in a basement or something, or if you're in a big building and there's a lot of floors above you, it can be a little bit harder to connect to the network. But that is the same problem I had with the previous phone plan that I was on, as well as the one before that. Like, I don't think there's going to be any network that's going to have 110% coverage that you're never going to lose service. Like if you drive down a really rural road or you're up in the mountains, like your service is probably not going to be amazing no matter which plan you're on. But anyways, more recently, I moved further out from the city. So I'm like in metro Atlanta, the suburbs, maybe like 30 miles out from Atlanta, and the coverage is still fine. Same thing, there's sometimes, so one example, when I'm in the gym, there's this upstairs part in the gym, and sometimes the service will be a little bit slower there. But like I said, that's something I experience, not at this gym, but in other places on other phone plans. And my boyfriend, he is not with Mint Mobile, though he should be, and he has the same issue. So I think it's just the building and the way that it's set up. As far as service goes, I have no complaints. To me, it really made me question, like, why use any other service? Like, why pay? There are some people who pay like $90 per line for phone plans, and I'm like, why would you do that? I don't know. But moving on, a frequent question that I get is about international travel. Does Mint Mobile work out of the United States? No, it does not. But isn't that every plan? I don't know. I've been out of the country a few times. Most of those trips were with Mint Mobile, and I didn't expect to use my service. But in the past, when I had other phone plans, I didn't use my service either. Like, I always thought when you go out of the country, you're just better off getting a SIM card for that country anyway. That is what we do. So I literally just leave my phone as is, or I'll like shut Mint Mobile off, shut the service off, but it won't work anyway. It's not going to charge you for anything, even if you try to. Like, it just won't work. If you're traveling overseas and you need phone service, at least this is what we always do, is get a SIM card when we're at the airport. And it's like, you pay 10, 15, 20 bucks for the whole time that you're there, and you have like a bunch of data. You can use your GPS if you need to make phone calls, all of that stuff. And then of course I use Wi-Fi. So once we get to our Airbnb or to our hotel, then if I need to like get on the internet or get on WhatsApp or whatever, I can use Wi-Fi. So yeah, just to clarify, Mint Mobile does not work internationally. One of the coolest things about Mint Mobile is their referral program. So once you make the switch to Mint Mobile, you can refer up to 4 people a year. And depending on which plan those 4 people sign up for, you can receive $45 to $90 in referral credit. Now, this is money that's going to be applied to your phone plan, so it's not going to be cash or anything, but you can literally get your phone plan for free. And the people that you refer, they get a $15 credit. So you give them your referral link, they sign up, they get a $15 credit, and then you get $45 to $90 depending on the plan, and that goes to your phone bill. And that is available to everyone. So once you get Mint Mobile, you can refer your friends and family. If there's anything that I missed, or if you have any questions about Mint Mobile, please feel free to comment those down below. Yes, this video is in partnership with them, but they did not ask me to make a full review video. They did not tell me what to say. And I do pay for my own Mint Mobile service. Like, that is my own money that is paying for it. And genuinely, I really like Mint Mobile. Like, anything, y'all know that I want to save money. If I can pay $30 for a phone plan instead of 50 plus, why wouldn't I do that? So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and I know many of y'all already use Mint Mobile, so if you do, please comment down below what you like about it, share any pros and cons, anything that you would like to. Otherwise, thank you again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.